G'day guys, my name is Lord Tomo. Welcome again to another Sonic the Hedgehog toy item collector. As you know, I'm Lord Tomo with the Bluester here, good old Sonic the Hedgehog, having a trifecta medal headband. Actually, it's my medal, which I won a couple of months ago. He took it, and for those of you who may or may not be checking my comments, somebody digs my shirts, so I figured I might as well show another one. Anyway, let's get into the actual review because we're here to look at my reviews and less likely about my fashion sense. Alright guys, today's review is none other than Sonic the Hedgehog 15th anniversary statue. I'm just probably going to call it that. Yep, I am probably just going to call it that. So essentially this is a Sonic the Hedgehog 15th anniversary. It's not resin, I just call it statue. For those who've been checking out my reviews, you would have picked up that I did do one that was also a 15th anniversary statue, but that was released for the Japanese only. There was also a, if I'm not mistaken, a US one, but they came in a little bubble case, not a bubble case, kind of like a plastic sleeve. The one in Japan came in an actual box, more or less. This, in essence, is just to commemorate the 15th anniversary. Obviously, we're past that. We're like 20 nearing the 25th anniversary. So yeah, it's always one of those nice things to basically check out, you know, observe, and all that fun stuff that follows through. I'm just checking my actual box. I have noticed a few things here and there. Anyway, so let's more or less go through the box, see more or less what it is, have a little discussion about it, because it's always educational about that. So essentially the box itself is predominantly just blue and white. I love that, totally dig it. I love how they're able to encapsulate actual Sonic in his core essence entirety, with basically having pose in the way he is, and you just obviously have Sonic the Hedgehog. That's more or less the statue you're actually going to get. On the actual side you have Sonic, at the very bottom you just have Anniversary, which was released in 2006 to commemorate Sonic's 15th anniversary. Pretty cool in that sense. On the actual side, extremely plain, kind of boring, kind of meh about that, but I guess it expresses the message. On the back you just have basically essentially what is in the front but without the little icon, and you just have little small things at the bottom. Act at your favorite TV show with our cool action figurines, collect them all, fun facts, blah 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 blah, as I often like to rate it. And the actual side is on the side. On the bottom it's absolutely nothing. On the top is just as a big thing about Sonic the Hedgehog. So the box itself is pretty mediocre, nothing too surprising in that regards. I have noticed on my ones it's kind of like some residue. I have absolutely no idea how that came to be. It's hard to say, but I'm definitely not going to buy another box. I don't know, probably will. Who knows? Anyway, let's check out the actual release. Or not release, but let's check out the actual item. Now, to be 100% honest with you, I'm not 100% sure on how this was released, and my guess is from the Sonic. Oh, better be careful. There's absolutely nothing inside of except one thing. But my guess, pretty much, is this was, and I seem to have dropped my box. There we go. My guess is this was released in Sega's website. Could be wrong. Don't know. Anyway, this is the actual box itself, and you do get a special certificate. Now, there were only a level quantity released. There was only 2,500 of them ever released, and I have 453 limited edition. Basically, this is the certificate of authenticity. Honestly, you can forge this even if you wanted to. It just has a bunch of stuff. You can pause it if you want to read it. It says 15th anniversary Sonic the Hedgehog. It is a resin. The more you know. The Sonic the Hedgehog resin statue is a special collector's edition created to commemorate the 15th anniversary, etc, etc. There's absolutely nothing in the back, but it is nice to have a certificate, so if you want to see if this is legit, this is one of them. So it comes in a foam. The foam isn't of interest, because, you know, if I start talking about foam, I'll probably lose more subscribers than I already have. Oh, I went there. Anyway, let's take him out and be as very gentle as humanly possible. And voila, this is the masterpiece of masterpiece. As you can probably see, this is made of resin. Oh no, my one is a damage. What a shame. Probably will need to buy a different one. Anyway, essentially this is it. This is Sonic the Hedgehog. You just have his green little eyes, giving a little smirk. Interesting pose. You don't often see them, those sort of poses, but you see it nonetheless. And that's pretty much it. The actual base itself, I can't distinguish what base from what zone this is from, if it is from a zone at all, but my guess it is. nothing criminally expensive. You just have the little logo there, Sonic the Hedgehog. At the very bottom, it just tells you what versions of it you have. I have obviously 453 of the 2500. Extremely well detailed, extremely beautiful and gorgeous, but to my dismays, I've just noticed there is a crack on mine. What a shame. What a shame. I'll probably get another one maybe if it's cheap, or who knows. The only downside to this, if at all, is probably his eyes. I'm not entirely sure if you can actually see that, but his eyes are kind of weirdly shaped on it. It's hand painted, no doubt, but it kind of looks stupid if you ask me, if you look closely. It's not a bad statue if you just have it on display for collector's purposes. Definitely not a bad statues. Obviously the idea is to get in the best mint condition as humanly possible. Obviously my one did not come, but then again I did get this years ago for a very cheap price, which was like, I think if I'm not mistaken, $70. But yeah, the more you know. I got this off eBay, no doubt. I have seen one, I think, going for like $200 or something. I'm not 100% sure. I'll probably have to double check on that. But yeah, it's definitely a nice little piece. Extremely well detailed. Nice pose. It is beautiful that it would even go out of its way to make a unique pose nonetheless. A pose that's basically not the standard to, you know, the typical Sonic thing. But it is what it is. Gorgeous nonetheless. Not complaining there. Obviously, my one came damaged. But that's besides the point. But yeah, that is all you could really say about a statue that does not move and has zero articulation, but it is a gorgeous statue nonetheless. I got my one for $70 or up, shipping and all. Not bad piece, to be honest, but it is, you know, what it is. Anyway guys, tell me what you think. Tell me if you got one. Tell me if your one came with any defects. I guess my one did. No surprises there probably. Seeing as I live in Australia, and in Australia there tends to be a lot of issues with how they handle stuff, which is a real bummer. Anyway guys, in terms of rarity, look, it's hard to say. I constantly see this every now and then, so it's not super rare. I'll probably give this maybe 7 stars out of 10. You know, it is rare, but not rare enough to basically say it's super rare, if that even makes absolute sense whatsoever. But no guys, tell me what you think. Tell me if you like it, hate it, whatnot. And no guys, thank you for so much for checking out this review, even though it's not as informative as I would like, simply because what's a statue? Well, what can you honestly say about a statue? And guys, thank you so much for checking this review. Speed on, take care.